Guys, hi, I hope you're well. Welcome to day 43 of B365. I'm sorry that over the weekend we fell behind a little bit. Over today and tomorrow we'll catch up completely and be back on track. And so today we'll look at the readings that should have been done over Saturday and Sunday, and then tomorrow we'll look at today's and tomorrow's readings and we'll be back on track. I've got a few days off work this week, so I'll use that time to really get ahead with the readings and kind of catch up and get ahead so that I'm recording in advance and we don't fall behind. But today's readings, let's press on with those. And firstly, Exodus. Today we see God gives Moses these detailed plans for building the Ark of the Covenant and the Tabernacle and various furnishings to go with that. And we see him specify the size, the design, the materials to be used, the colour, even right down to the oil that he is supposed to burn in the lamps. And so we get a pretty detailed picture of what it is that God is instructing Moses to build. And I think so often we can be quick to opt for, if you like, the easy option, the cheap option, or the quick fix solution. I know I do that all the time, and my wife always tells me off for it. And yet these directions that God gives today, they don't look like the quick or the easy or the cheap option. It looks pretty elaborate and extravagant. And I think that just shows us that God deserves our best in terms of our time, our worship. And personally, I'm not convinced that churches need to be full of all this gold like the picture that we see in today's passage. I don't think that's what we're really getting at today. Instead, I think what we can perhaps take from today's reading is that same sacrificial worship, if you like, the lengths that the people would have gone to build that sanctuary with the gold and the time and the money that it would have taken. We should be reflecting that same sacrifice with our lives, that thought of giving everything of ourselves to God, giving up our best, not just the quick fix solution, not just giving what is easy or what is convenient, but let's be giving everything to God. On into Matthew, and part of today's passage we see the parable of the talents. It's quite a well-known story, you've probably come across it before, and we see one guy is given 5 talents, one given 2, one given 1, and I don't think it's about how much we've been given or what each person is given. I mean, even the guy that was given 1 talent, don't feel sorry for him. That was still a lot of money. 1 talent was about 20 years wages for a day labourer. And so in today's money, if we work out 20 years of a fairly modest salary, we're looking at around 300 grand. So don't be too concerned about that. I think the point is that all of us have been given so much by God, whether that's skills or talents or influence, responsibility, relationships or finance even. All of us have been given so much, and the question that Jesus is asking is, what are we doing with it? You know, it's not just given for the sake of it. You know, we're not just meant to sit on it and do nothing. God gives us gifts and talents for us to use them, for His purposes, for His glory. And so if you look at verse 15, we see God gives the talents according to ability. God knows what we can manage. And then down to verse 23, it looks at if we prove faithful with the small things, then God will give us more and greater things. But He's not going to do that if we just sit on what we have, if we just sit on what God has given us and do nothing with it. And so, friends, let me encourage you today, whatever God has given you, wherever you are, whatever you do, let's just be using our whole lives and all of our gifts as acts of worship. I've got 2 children that are, I think, trying to kill each other in the next room, so I'm going to go and sort those out. But enjoy your day, and I'll see you tomorrow. God bless.